what's up, dudes? We have Russel Cruz here. Russ, what did you do today?
I did a thing. I got top 4 at the second Vegas Provisional. Pretty happy about it, and
awesome.
It was super fun. This is like the event where I played the most, coming from a Dragon Ball background. Like usually you just play and then you just forget about it, but here I just wanted to play more games. Yeah. I just wanted to play more games.
Cool. Well, what'd you get? What'd you get for top 8?
Oh, I got this.
That Midnight, the beautiful Midnight.
Yeah, she's going for money.
Her. Nice. But you did get top 4. Technically, you got 3rd place, right?
Technically, I got 3rd place because it's you, the cameraman who won it all. You'll see his deck video later. And I lost to the guy that you beat. So
the 2nd place guy, yeah.
2nd place guy, so technically I got 1st.
Yeah. And what did you play?
I played All Might 2. Pretty cancerous.
Ooh, yep.
Yeah, so what he does is enhance mill 4, your attack gets +2. If it's blocked, your next attack gets +2, so attacks get big really fast.
And this is the throw variant, right?
This is the throw variant, the one that everyone hates, the one that everyone expected. And if you guys saw the graph, it was the most represented deck in the format, but it did not win.
Oh, yeah, exactly. But yeah, strong deck though.
Yeah.
Did you like the deck? Did you think you're going to continue playing it?
So when we were testing, it was All Might 2 or All Might 3, and I like the All Might 3 build because it's every turn is always stun 4. You play the Haymaker stun 2, then you play the Hero Strike stun 2, and then you just go off from there. But I was scared of the defensive decks. So things like Eraserhead, Mineta. Thank God Mineta is so free.
You just want to guarantee the damage.
Yeah, I just wanted to guarantee the damage versus defensive decks because I don't know how to think on offense. That's why I played this deck. Because if you don't want to think on offense, just play this deck and defend everything else.
Sweet. All right, let's see the deck then.
Okay, so a lot of you guys like this card, and I think this is the worst card in the deck. It is Passing the Torch.
Passing the Torch, okay.
So what it does, it's commit, draw 1. If you have no cards in hand, you draw 2. The reason why I think it's bad is because you want Foundations to be live only to pass checks. Because in All Might, you want to play a card that's a 4, and then you want to play your second as a 5 to get more damage, and you always need that 1 energy to pass that 5 check.
So that's going to be one of the cards you're
going to cut. And this is always the first card I want to commit first because everything else is either defensive or it helps the flow of the game.
And you draw a lot, right?
Yeah, I draw a lot with the leader, or character, sorry guys. Dragon Ball player here. Enhance, discard a momentum you draw. If the card is not blocked, you draw again, and you can do it on both turns, so you're always having cards in hand.
Very nice.
This card is cracked. Since I can't play the punch variant that says minus one
difficulty or something.
Yeah, -1. I don't run a lot of punches, so this is the next best thing. I mean, there are times where you check a 3 and you flip, and you check a 3, you're just like, well,
you just feel bad.
You just feel bad, like, all right, I'm just gonna deal with it. But no, this card is actually kind of cracked.
I love that card.
I am so happy I got 4 of these. This is the best defensive card in the best defensive
regional
card.
promo specialist sounds very nice.
This card and the next card that I'm going to show you that I always use it a lot with is Destined. These are
there's a.
Oh, that is not the one. That is not the one. But it is Destined.
There it is.
So these cards are so good. These cards are not the best at its face value. It is best at what it does when you check this. You can see the information on the next check.
Card,
so if I'm playing it on my second attack and I check this on the first, I know I can get a 5. And if it's an attack, then I have this to clear the attack from my next checks to increase the chances of checking a 5 on my next attack. And obviously, if this is on the field and you didn't check this, you can always call attack. If the next card is attack, you just pick it up and you can just continue stringing from there. Also, -3 speed to the next attack is also really good.
Very nice.
And then also the second best foundation in the deck. This has actually won me some games because my opponent would not care to see this or not know that this would be like, hey, I'm gonna latent skill. I'm gonna be like, no, and you just discarded 2 cards for no reason.
Well, Tantayaki is very nice.
Yeah, and a lot of people cited throw hate like treating for Gunhead or Spooky, and I'm just like, no, I have this and I mainboard this, so I don't need to do anything against you.
Very nice.
This is the best. One of the other best foundations that I always forget to use.
Has to be your first attack.
It's the first attack you have to you enhance. Your attack gets +3, and if it's blocked, your next attack gets +3 speed. Every time I play test it, and sometimes during the event, I would forget to first enhance this. But when I do enhance this, it is big damage. It is big damage.
Big gamer energy.
I like this because I want to pass defensive checks. That's all it really is there for. Helps you build on defense.
Yep. Good.
gets you out of deadlock and puts your throw damage higher.
Sweet.
Again, puts throw damage higher. Anti-stun, commit, build 1. Easy. I play Haymaker, so it's another target for Haymaker.
Very nice.
Alright, now down to the attacks. You need the throw package, and I run all the throw packages.
All good throws.
All good throws. These are all the throws that you need to run, because this is all the throws that good can run. Just quickly, if you do 5 or more, you draw a card. It's good as your second or your first if you have first impressions in play, and then you just All Might, and it's going in for 10, and you're always just gonna draw. But the ones that you always want to play first is these two, because they're high block and it combos off into this. So this lets you build a 0 diff committed, and this lets you just pump more damage. And then once you play either one of these as your first attack, you want to play this one because it's 6, and then obviously your opponent's gonna block because they don't want to take like anywhere between like 6 to 9 damage of a throw. So this is gonna come in with 10 regardless. And then if you combo 12, you're always going to hit for 12, -2 to a check. There are a lot of times where my opponent could not pass their checks, and they just take 12 to the face because they couldn't pass their checks because of that second enhance. Too
Very
good.
nice.
Tech cards. If I'm poking, if this is the poke turn, I use this so I can string out on my third turn. So it says build a 0 diff and you stun 2, and maybe you poke, maybe you don't, but this is the really good flow card that helps you set up for your third turn kill.
Very nice.
This is the tech that I like. This catches a lot of people off guard. This is also the reason why I won a lot of games when they run anti-throat hate, because the second or first enhance, is it the first?
Discard a card from your Raw
Yeah.
Circle? Yeah.
Yeah,
first one.
so it says discard a card. It gets 3 and 3. Obviously, your opponent for sure blocked because throws are really slow, so they're going to block. So it's going to come in with literally 3-5. Or actually 3-9, or sorry 3-7, 3-7, because you're gonna get it from your All Might from the previous block, and the All Might enhance that turn, that attacking turn.
So it's gonna be 3-8 actually.
Yeah, it's gonna be huge. And then and if they have Spooky or Training with Gunhead, I'm just gonna be like, oh, your first enhance, I'm gonna seal it, and you're always gonna have momentum because all your throws are gonna deal damage.
Exactly.
This was super clutch. It was great versus Mineta. It was great versus... I actually played a Sero deck, and it kept the tape swings really low, and he didn't want to commit to his tape swing because it was so low, even though I feel like he should have done it. But this was really good. Also helped me string out a lot of attacks, and you're always just going to proc either one because you'll always have momentum, or it'll disrupt your opponent from having momentum. Also, I played an Ochako player, and I always took out his jolts or his... indiscriminates
or gravity lift
everything, anything that they had in their momentum that they needed to use on their turn, I just took it out of their game. And then 2+ ultras because big throws no matter what.
Exactly.
Big throws, you never do speed or you're bad.
And that's the main deck, right?
That's the main deck.
How many cards did you play in your main deck?
I cut it down to 72 because it was more consistent. The original build was 75, but I cut 1+ ultra, I cut 1 advice, and I cut 1 self-sacrifice, just because I never needed those first turn.
So
seeing them early, it just felt super bad.
Very nice. All right, real quick, let's see your sideboard.
Sideboard was pretty bad, honestly. Just the extra plus. Sometimes I sided it, sometimes I didn't, but I never needed the third because you're always pushing for game, and they're always going to be at low life. This one, never sided it in either, never needed to. But I sided for the mirror, which was probably terrible, because the mirror always had stun. Mirror always had stun, or like aggro decks had stun, like Todoroki or other punch decks. So I needed the stun cancel. And for the mirror, throw mirrors, I needed these to reduce damage. And when you reduce damage, it's okay to take 1, and you're always gonna draw 2. So it's like, hey, I'm gonna block this attack, but I'm gonna give your attack minus whatever, block it. Your attack now has -6 to the next, and then on their next attack they're not going to do anything, so you're just going to draw 2 off the leader if you needed to. And that's the sideboard. I wish I changed it. I needed a more defensive sideboard because the decks that I lost to were hyper aggro, like the All Might 3 that I faced in top 4 just demolished me. He also won the die roll, And when I went first, I also like won turn 2 because, or 3, just because I pushed out more damage. But against Bird, I just had no answers to Bird. I also built one game 3 going first.
Yeah,
that was rough. But you know, I'm glad I chose this deck. I would still continue playing it because it's brainless on offense.
All right, any shout outs you want to give us?
Shout outs to the dudes, best team in the West, no cap. Shout outs to King Fandom, they recently just sponsored us.
Yes.
They gave us these dope ass sweaters. Go to kingfandom.com for all your toys and card game needs. Use the coupon code DUDES5. It'll help us, it'll help them, helps everybody. A little bit of discount doesn't hurt.
Awesome. Yeah, shout outs to King Fandom, to the dudes, and thanks Russ for showing us your deck profile.
Thanks.
We hope to see more content with you playing my hero.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Well, thanks guys for watching. Comment, subscribe.
Later, dudes.